fucking go, bro.
Up.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Empty motherfucking gym. Nobody in here to disturb me. Let's get it. If you're watching this video and you read the title, yes, this is a bench tutorial, but we're also going to kind of just film. 7, if you watched my video last night, you know that the singles are at 7 all week this week. Really, that just means tomorrow and then that's it. But we also have a full workout. I believe it's a 3x4. I could be wrong. It could be a 4x4. I'm gonna go back and look at it. I actually didn't look at the program completely. So yeah, that's tonight. I'm gonna do something a little different though. I don't know if I've ever shown it, but I have like a series of band movements that I do before every lift. And it's the same ones. It's kind of OCD for me. I have to do these for squat. The ones I'm gonna show you today are my bench routine. It's just what I do, kind of what I do to just get the blood flowing and just to get, your arms ready, back ready, all the way around. A little bit of core movement too. But I'm gonna walk y'all through that too. This is in no way, shape, or form a part of the tutorial. But if you want to do this, might as well. Just get your body right and get everything warm and loosen up. Yeah, so let's just get after it. Do when it comes to a bench workout. For my warm up, my stomach might show, so please don't pick on me. Ooh, talk about loud as fuck. What I like to do when it comes to a bench workout is I kind of just really like to have my triceps as warm as I can. But also, any lift, if you're a real power lifter, every lift is going to be full body regardless of the compound movement, at least in my opinion. So what I like to do is that there's going to be your single arm movements, and then there's going to be your both arms. You know what I'm saying? So I'll start off with my right arm just because you can start off with either or, but I kind of just like to keep my arm this stiff as possible, and I keep it straight. But while I'm doing it, I'm going to do like a side crunch, just a side movement, just get this whole part of my body warm, but also get the core right here activated as well. And also you're trying to keep your arm as stiff so that you can have a little bit of warmth going on through your shoulder. And there will be shoulder movements too that I do for warm-ups in a minute, but you want to just kind of just go with it. And what happens, from what I like to go into though, is while I'm doing that, there's not a set number, it's a set feel for me. I'll go into the movement, and as I'm going in, I'll begin to, if you look at my arm, just start to extend. Then I'll stop the movement and just extend. And you're just gonna do these until you get warm, until you get failure almost. If you want to do numbers, you want to do sets, it's perfectly fine. I kind of like to do this maybe 2 sets, 1 set max, because you're not trying to max this out. You're not trying to max out a band workout. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck do that? So, like I said, I'm gonna probably do another set with that, just because it's kind of chilly. But yeah, we'll just kind of do this without commentary. It don't take much, I promise you. And then vice versa. You can do the same thing on the other arm, on the other side. I like to pull as a good little bit amount of slack into the band. If you see, it's already kind of tense. You know what I mean? So right there, that gets you right. But this next part gonna get you really right. My abs showing. You know what I'm saying? That's for shorty only. For this next part, for what I do, it's pretty simple. All of this is gonna be simple. It's weightlifting, you know what I'm saying? It comes down to techniques, but it also comes down to simplicity. What I do for my next part of the warm-up is you want to take a little, not a lot, a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit of space from the band. Kind of have like a little lean to your body, not crazy, just enough where you can feel the crease into your hips almost. Pause. And you want to have a little separation with the band, almost shoulder length, almost exactly shoulder length, to where it's kind of just your arms out. And I take a good portion, kind of just making some hand grips basically with the slack, and you want to just bear down on that. See that? Just bear down like that. And you want to go down and keep that bend, keep that crease. And now you're just gonna do like upside down Ys. You know what I mean? So you're gonna start up here and spread as you descend. Spread. Completely up to you. This is gonna warm triceps. This is gonna warm your biceps, forearms. This is gonna warm pretty much everything. Get them shoulders right. Get them traps right, and kind of get your back a little warm too if you hit it the proper way. All right, guys. So thought about it a little bit. I'm gonna go about this with just a plate so I can warm up with you guys and also just coach you through it. But this is gonna be the tutorial portion of the video. Before I actually get started telling you this, I want to put a disclaimer up real quick. I don't think I'll put it in the video, but like I'll say it to you before I say anything to you guys. Hold on, let me get a little. Hold on, let me stay there. Let me just. I am not a professional. So yeah. What I mean by that is I am not no professional. So don't take what I say completely into heart, or if it doesn't work for you, don't think that it's, you know what I'm saying, don't hold me to it. This is just how I bench. This is just what I've learned throughout my experience in benching, my few years of training and lifting and in powerlifting. This is just how I've developed my bench to be what it is right now. And if you're curious to why I'm doing this video, it's because someone in my TikTok comment section 2 weeks ago, I believe, asked me, I'll put a picture of it right here, asked me asked me like, why am I benching a certain way? They asked me why am I loading it like that whenever I come down. I'll explain it all through this video. I'm just explaining, that's the whole reason for this video. And I just want to, like I said, again, if it doesn't work for you, that's completely understandable. Everybody different. Everybody want to bench a different way. That's perfectly fine. Find your way. But this is just what I do. This is just my tutorial on how I bench. So I think that's more than enough said. Let's do this shit. Little 10-pound, little plate. And I kind of just like to loosen my shoulders up. I have 2 variations that I do. Really it's just you want to get it about like this, right there. And you want to just hit that movement. And you're going to try and target the shoulder area and your trap area as well. You just want to get in there. Just like that. Alright. Now, for me, like I said, it's not a rep thing. You can count your reps if you'd like to. You can do 10 to 15. I recommend going till warmth or failure. And you just want to keep that same motion. Never turn the wrist, turn the arm. Never turn the wrist, turn the arm. Just go with that motion. You feel me? And then once you do that, I don't ever usually stop. I'll show the left arm in full motion. I won't talk through it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to explain the right arm. So you want to just keep going. Like I said, don't got to do reps. But as soon as you hit your moment of failure, fatigue, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you want to stop here and hit this. Hit an L shape and start a whatever movement this is called. Again, not a professional. Let me just clarify that shit. You want to hit an L, and sometimes I kind of just extend back, get a little extra, you know what I'm saying? Just warm that tricep up more if you'd like to. That's me. But you want to go back into that just because you're already in that area. You want to just lean back a little, let it sit for a few seconds, maybe a minute if you need to. Live there, breathe it. And then you're going to start this. And that's gonna warm that whole area completely. We're gonna start this tutorial. All right, this is how we start. Everybody, I feel like every lifter kind of has their own tick or their own niche that they do when it comes to certain lifts. A lot of motherfuckers will really use it on deadlifts. You'll notice everybody comes up to the bar differently. Everybody got a little thing they do. Sometimes it's like a touch this side, touch this side. The one that kind of gives me the ick or whatever is when the motherfuckers pop up or jump. I feel like that's unnecessary. But again, to each their own. What you want to do though, for me, I have a niche when it comes to bench. I have to set my feet prior and they unset as I go into laying back and then I reset. I know it's stupid, which is what I do. So I'll reset and just, since this isn't heavyweight, assume that I've just set my feet, and then the process starts. The process of the bench press has already started the moment you've laid back. So what happens for me, or the point of where you want to go from here, is now you want to go ahead and start the process of prepping your back. If you don't know, a good majority of your bench press comes from your back. Your upper back is going to be the primary point of tension for the starting point. So you're going to grab your bar. However you get set, for me, I tend to go a little wide because my chest is a little wide and my body's just wide in general. But you want to go a little above, out from shoulder length. Some people kind of go a little closer. For me, that's just not comfortable. But you want to go a little out, and you want to get to that point. And once you're set, you're going to take your shoulder blades, and you're going to start a drive back so that you can create a tension on the upper shelf of your back. And what that means is you're trying to force your shoulder blades to clench to where it's almost as if you're imagining you're squeezing a number 2 pencil between your shoulder blades. So while you're in that process, this is just a multitude of things that all come together in a few seconds. So don't get overwhelmed. You straight, gang. It's gonna be alright. You're gonna create that tension. And if you notice, my butt is coming up because I'm causing so much tension towards the push, towards the upper shelf. In return, that creates what a lot of people know as the arch in a bench press. So it's going to create this arch in your body right here. This is very important because this arch is what you need for later on in your bench to cause a reaction. I also call it a slingshot. And no, we don't use slingshots. So, this action, you're going to cause it to drive. And some people, if you look at my feet, some people tend to get their feet already set. And since this is lighter, I'm going to go ahead and already set them. I have a common thing I do in my videos, if you ever notice it, is I tend to set my feet after the weight's already here sometimes. That's good and bad. That comes down to whether you like that movement or not. That's just another, you find what's comfortable for you. But you're going to push back, set your feet kind of, unrack, unrack. And this is where your butt comes down and you're set. And now this point of what you're gonna do is the downward motion. Now the downward motion, you're coming down, and what happens, if you can really look, your shoulders, or your elbows, are coming in because you're creating a tension as if you're bending the bar. And now, what happens with the bar is it creates a J. And what I mean is the bar is gonna come down and you're gonna notice it come down, hit the chest or the targeted area. And for me, and this is another question that the guy in my comments kind of had, you're going to target, I believe this is the diaphragm area. You're going to target your diaphragm or your upper stomach, however you want to call it, low chest, upper stomach. You're going to take that bar and create a downward motion that creates a J into the diaphragm, because you're going to come down, you're going to J it, and then once you J, you're going to find that point, and then in comp, they will say press, but that's a whole other thing. But when you find that point of tension, once it's set, that's where the explosion starts. That's where you will drive, and your body should be trying to move off the bench. Whew. That point of tension will cause you to explode, and that internally is where you get the explosion, the movement itself in the bench press. Like I said, I am not a professional, so if it don't work for you, I'm very sorry. If it does work for you, you're welcome. Do it full motion so that you can see it, and I will just let you take it for a grain of salt. Ugh. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. My humblest apologies if you've seen my stomach, but that shit gonna happen. Now that we've walked through that moment, I want to say thank you if you watched at this point of the video. If you watched the tutorial, and if it helped in any way, I'm very thankful. I'll be very thankful if you hit like and subscribe too. I can say that now. If you are watching this though, for the purpose of the tutorial, let me know if there's anything you need me to double explain. I'll go over it in a TikTok video or maybe another YouTube video. The reason I say TikTok, so it can be a little quicker. But if there's anything specific, just put it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you want to know. Let me know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and if you don't even fuck with it, let me know that too. Let me, you know what I'm saying? So I can just find where you live. On bench days, I tend to get a little chalky. Like, I think feeling the amount of volume that I've been doing and continue doing for this prep I'm doing, I think it's really helped me understand the hunger for those singles, because when you a super heavyweight, when you a 120 plus, volume sucks. So on bench days, I'm gonna put the hood on for a second. Oh, okay. All right. 315. Yeah, buddy. Ain't nothing but a thing. All right, we about to take this hoodie off though. Whew. Let me We'll go ahead and put my shoes on. Oh shit. Okay. Cooked. I still remember when I unboxed these bitches. I don't know if I did a video on it, but I know I did a TikTok on it. But they getting cooked back there. 100, if you just so happen to be watching this video, I'd love a free pair. I'd love to get sponsored by you. Fuck a free pair of shoes. My beautiful girlfriend, she got me these pair of the all black 100s. Shout out to her. And also shout out to her because it's our anniversary today. Happy anniversary, baby. Alright, I think the next rep, we're gonna do a single with 365. What it do, Camaroo? Oh shit. Okay. I got that dog in me. Bro, you seen that video? You seen that video where it be that old man and he at the grocery store and that dude walk up to him and he be like, he's holding 2 gallons of juice and he's like, you got that good juice? And that guy, the old man's like, yeah, I got that good juice, I got that good juice, I got that good juice. And then the guy looks at him, he's like, that good juice tastes like that good pussy? And he's like, that good juice, that good juice, that good juice, that good juice. Bruh, I be fucking crying in that video. I follow a page that literally posts that same video every day.
Have you been looking at that page?
Yep, with Michael.
Bro.
Frying me. Put a little chalk on the bench. Just to get after it. Belt be tripping me out sometimes. Honestly, felt great. Sometimes you gotta just play stuff by ear. I think before I go to 405, I'm gonna do another set with 385. I'm gonna do a set with 385, but another set. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do. I did this. I'm gonna do a set with 385. I don't know why I'm making shit complicated. For real. Okay. Alright. So that felt good. I kind of just got a little cold. We are gonna go 405 though for a single. Should go ahead and load that motherfucker. Look at this. Look at that. Craziness. Kamarooskis. You're up. 405 plus 2.75 twice. So, let me just get the calculator.
No.
And these are from Taiwan.
Yeah, there's
14 and a half? Okay. 14 and a half, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna cut all of that shit out. Three, two. Krish.
Sure.
Gosh. Did it move slow? Was it up and down? Was it a bench press? No. So I'm not gonna lie, I took a second to really rest because when I hit that J hook, it kind of fucked my shoulder a little, but no excuses. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna cut one of my sets. I'm gonna do one more set of 4. And then after I do the set, I'm gonna start my dumbbells. Do a little bit of the accessories with dumbbells and probably cut the video because this is gonna be a lengthy video. But you know, at the end of the day, it's YouTube, so it is what it is. Fuck. Real life, my biggest op is this equipment. Alright, I hope that I am in camera. I apologize. My phone died right when I went to go over there and I did not see my battery. I know that's an excuse. I'm very sorry. I did my sets though. You can choose to believe me if you want to. I didn't go heavy. I stayed around 90 and 100s for 3 sets of 10 for incline dumbbell bench, and then I called it because I was like, well, the video's done. And I just didn't feel like stressing the shoulder out because I do plan to max in 2 weeks. So that should be a really fun thing. I believe that's going to be right around Christmas. I could be wrong. Excuse me. But to prove it, I mean, my phone, I had to plug the phone up in the charger. So, yeah, we in the troquito now. I want to say that I appreciate you watching if you stayed till the end of this video. And I do want to say thank you for just watching the video in general. Again, like I said, I'm not a professional in any way. I do plan to be in the future. I'd love to, but you know, you got to train like a professional in order to be one. At least that's the mindset I try to keep. So take it for a grain of salt. Choose to bench like this if you want to. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. And I can't wait to be back here tomorrow. I plan on deadlifting tomorrow. No tutorial. We're just going to be deadlifting. But all right, y'all. Talk to you later.